Welcome to Soul Food Sunday. Today I am going to prepare smothered turkey wings in the oven. I am going to pan sear them first, and then I am going to bake them slowly for probably about 2.5 hours in the oven. I have my fresh parsley, fresh thyme here. I have both white and I guess these are brown mushroom. I forget the name of them. Also, I have my bell peppers. Here's a tip about bell peppers. There's this theory that when there's a theory about bell peppers that you may know, so consider this your first cooking tip for today. When you have a bell pepper that has 3 lobes, it's considered to be a male bell pepper. Male bell peppers are best, in theory, for cooking. When they have 4 lobes, and I don't have any 4-lobe bell peppers today intentionally, then they're sweeter. Hence, that's the female bell pepper. How I prep my meat to cook it. The first thing that I have here is unsalted melted butter. I am going to pour this on top of the turkey wings because, of course, butter makes everything better. It just makes it taste better. And keep in mind, we want to use unsalted butter because we don't want to increase our blood pressure. I have here some Lowry seasoning. That is still one of my favorite seasoning salts to use when I am baking or seasoning meat. I'm going to add some dried parsley here. Of course, I am going to add some garlic powder. And lastly, but not least, I'm going to add some onion powder. Oh, that smells good. So I'm just gonna saturate this so that the seasonings are spread thoroughly. Probably add a little bit more here. And now I am going to sprinkle or drizzle some cornstarch on top of the turkey wings, and I am going to pan sear them for probably about 3 to 4 minutes on each side so that I can naturally thicken the gravy for the turkey wings. I am not going to make a homemade gravy. Yes, I can make a homemade gravy, but I prefer to have cream of mushroom soup as the gravy for turkey wings. This is just my preference. Again, one of the things that I also will add is celery, for which I'll chop up, the fresh mushroom, and the bell peppers. I'm not going to use that for the turkey wings. I'm going to use that in my fried cabbage today. So stay tuned. For the sake of filming the videos, I am going to cook one thing at a time. I usually cook everything simultaneously. However, again, for the sake of the video, I'm going to cook one thing at a time. I am really big on the Trinity. I don't have any onions because I'm not going to add onions to the smoke or to the baked turkey wings. However, I am going to add celery and I'm going to add mushroom. I am going to saturate my mushroom with just a little bit of olive oil so that it's not marinating them, but I just feel like if they're wet and then I add them to whatever I'm cooking, that they just tastes better. So I'm going to add a little olive oil to the mushroom. So the garlic olive oil is warm or hot enough. I'm going to go ahead and add the turkey wings just like this to the skillet. Now, one thing is that you can probably see it doesn't look like it's seasoned that well, but I season my food progressively. Let me turn it down a little bit. So while the turkey wings are cooking, I turned on the oven so that it could preheat. I had the hardest time finding these turkey wings today because at the last minute I decided that this is what I wanted to cook for today. And apparently turkeys are out of season, and with everything with COVID, there's just not a lot of availability in terms of fresh turkey wings and legs. I drove around to about 11 stores, and finally, of course, you all can guess where I found them, in our community. So I believe these have cooked enough. I basically let them get about this complexion, or this brown, I guess I would say. And I turn them over, cook them on the other side. And I'll let them drain over here in this pan. But what I will do is when I'm finished cooking all of the turkey wings, I'll simply add them back to the same stoneware dish so that all of the seasonings and the remaining cornstarch will help to thicken up the cream of mushroom soup. Here we go. This is basically how much I cooked the turkey wings. Now we're going to go ahead and add the cream of mushroom soup on top of that. We're going to add some fresh celery here because, of course, I love the Trinity, and I've shared with you all the benefits of cooking with celery before. Now let's go ahead and add some of the mushrooms that I marinated with olive oil. Add some chicken broth on top of that. Then we're going to cover it and put it in the oven. Make sure it's just kind of mixed up so that this will be nice and tender. The other thing that you can do is, if you prefer a dark gravy, then you can add a little of the browning bouquet to this so that you could have the dark gravy color that you're probably used to having. But this is fine for me today. So, today I'm having some Menage a Trois, a red blend from California. This is one of my favorite wines. I know it's not Saturday, but I feel like today I deserve a nice glass of wine. Look how good that looks. Now, the last thing that I'm going to do is just kind of top it off with some fresh herbs. I did add some dried parsley when I was seasoning the turkey wings earlier. And now I am adding some fresh parsley with some fresh thyme. And I am going to put this all over like this. Get some Reynolds wrap, of course. Cover this up and put it in the oven. Stay tuned. That baby inside the oven. Okay. So look what just came out of the oven. There you have it. My fried smothered turkey wings.